Hey guys, welcome to today's episode of UNIBEN podcast. Today, UNIBEN podcast presents Campus Tatafo. We are going to be discussing about the Hostel Olympics. Well, guys, I'm not doing this alone. Well, my name is Successful UNIBEN, and I have with me
Ogala Joshua.
Chinazam Ama.
Ihalo Motese.
Shalom Ikoge, Lusanya Protocol.
they are all beautiful people from different walks of life, and we are here together today to deliberate and discuss about the recent happenings in Nelson Mandela Hostel. Well, for some of us, we must have been baffled by the title, the Hostel Olympics. Well, for me, it was funny, right?
Pretty
When I heard
dramatic,
that.
Sha.
Yeah, but but the amazing thing was that it was as a result of the rifts in the hostel, different clash, the 200 level constituency of a certain department clashing against the 400 level constituency of another department.
Wow.
Guys, now prior to now, I remember there was an issue regarding this football field, that you cannot use the football field to play football, and it was causing a whole lot of problem. Boys were like, they were agitating, they were like, there's no how it's not possible to ban football, and the CSO was giving reasons why the football cannot still take place here on campus. But after much agitation, they decided to give them this one more chance, which was what led to this issue. Remember, there's a young man in 200 level department, mass communication. This young man spoke about, I think he refuted something that happened. Who has the full gist? I think.
Eyewitness account.
Yes.
I don't really have the full gist. I don't really know what happened, but I don't want to be judgmental or sentimental at the same time. But what I want to say is, over the years that I've been on this campus, lower levels have always been fighting with students from the higher levels, in the sense that maybe because they're of the same height, I don't know. But what I know but what I know always bring this issue is football. It's
Football, yes.
on field, off field, inside their own hostel. Football is a thing that brings issue to them. Either because maybe the person that they were fighting with on the field, and the worst is that the fight does not just end on the field. That's why security decided to ban football, because after that fight on the field, they still take it to their hostels. And I don't really know if it's because we are not properly groomed in our homes before we entered into the school.
Yeah, but
because
true,
yes,
true.
because it's very alarming. Like, fine, football is fun. I personally, I love football. I have a club that I'm supporting. So, but that doesn't mean that because of
See like material.
but that doesn't mean that you will start fighting yourself over football. Okay, what if one thing happened and one person died on the spot? So how will you be able to explain to the world what happened?
Just a game.
So you just football is a game.
No evidence.
And I heard though that bottles were broken.
Okay, regarding the bottles aspect, I was at Ring Road when someone called me saying 200 level students, there's a 200 level student being beaten by the 400 level students, and it is happening in my block. That is block F. I was like, wow. Okay, no problem. I was still trying to pick some few groceries when I heard a very good friend of mine, which we all know, person of authority. I heard authority was slapped. I mean, he was palmed on the chest, something quite similar to that.
Imagine.
Now, but although I later found out that he was palmed on the chest and not slapped, but we have a way. The society we find ourselves today have a way of like
Making
exaggerating things. Yes.
Yeah.
Person called me say, "Yeah, you do. They just slap your guy." And I was like,
Hoping you bring other guys
they
to come
just
and
slapped
fight
my
with
guy.
you.
Yeah, they just slapped my guy. No wala. I just dropped everything I was buying. I said, Mama, yeah, and they come. She said, my pikin, she not because he talks, I go sell them for you now. She was thinking maybe because we were negotiating our price. Probably that was what was chasing. I said, no, Mama, you get one urgent matter now. I went to hostel. Lo and behold, guys, come and see Nelson Mandela. It was like if all Hall 3, Hall 2,
Like everybody
Hawan,
was outside.
Margaret Echo were inside that hostel.
Funny enough, my experience
Even
was
the girls.
the opposite. In the sense that I was not in school when this thing happened. I went to run some errands.
Okay.
And somebody asked me, "Oh, where are you?" I said, "I'm not in school right now." Somebody said, "Did you hear what's happening in Nelson Mandela?" When I said, "What happened?" Somebody said, "Football." Once I heard that football, sorry, I'm not a football fan. My brain just, I completely threw it in the garbage. When I came into school, from it was a big thing. I just saw all my female classmates are normally in Margaret Ekpo. I said, "What's
They
going
all
on?"
ran.
They said, we are sniffing for the news.
Okay.
News, not for
the
news.
funny aspect of everything, I ran because of my guy's own when I heard my guy was
Okay.
slapped. So when I got there, I was vexed at first. I will not lie to you. I was provoked.
Yeah.
Yes,
friend
I was
now.
like, how will you slap my friend?
A person.
And I wanted to even know who had slapped my friend. I felt, oh, if it was someone in my constituency, probably 300 level or a higher colleague, I would have been like, boss, now it's not needed now. I would have tried to negotiate.
Then with courtesy.
But when I heard it was a 200 level student,
Lacuna.
Oh.
I was laughing.
Chai.
I was laughing, and I'm being ironical now about my laughing. I was not laughing. I was vexed. And then I wanted to meet these 200 level students. Oh, they said it was someone from theater arts and blah blah blah. A whole lot was said. We died down the issue. Meanwhile, the other guy the guy that initially prompted the issue is a 200 level student who went to, he left his block, entered the final year block, which is regarded as block F. We nickname it the final year block. We all know why. That's because final year students are the major occupants of that block.
Okay.
So the guy entered there, left. I think that guy's room is the 9th room. From all the way from block D, he went to block F, scaled through room 1, room 2, room 3, down to room 9,
A man on a mission.
knocked, and brought out the final year student and palmed him on the chest.
Wow.
Can't you see a very beautiful development?
Yes,
Like that one was extremely intentional. Nobody wants
This
to say
guy,
the mistake.
this guy can fight a gorilla. You understand this 100 men versus
A gorilla.
one gorilla? This guy alone can fight a gorilla with this kind of mindset, and I don't know. I was like, wow. So he did that. It has never been seen or heard before in this hostel that such kind of situation has
You
taken
leave
place.
your own block
Yes.
to another block.
Usually, it is always the final year student going to.
Going to the
But this time, the junior coming. And
University.
authority who was trying to, because he's the chairman of Ekema campus, he's a senator. He was basically doing his own constitutional duty, which is to make peace and rest.
settle the
And he was
issue.
palmed on the chest. And when I came, I refuted and everything. The matter just, how matter happens here. Any minor thing, the security is always here to ensure that everything is in check. And they were settling it. Guess what, people? The matter died.
Okay.
The next morning, which was yesterday, that same 200 level students came to look for another 300 level students today.
Wow.
That what?
Yes.
He has the boldness. Or
Now-
is it that he has people backing up? Go and
That's
do
it.
this.
Probably. The one thing about this environment whereby we are schooling, we are in University of Benin.
Yes.
We all know that the indigenes of these states kind of, should I say, probably they have this backing that they are in their states.
They are very
It's
bold.
all good and fine, and they are bold individuals, but that's good. But we are all in an institution of
Yes.
learning, so we should be cultured. This is the only thing that differentiates us from a bus conductor.
Yes.
The fact that we are able to keep our things in check.
We are students.
We are students for crying out loud.
students.
We were eating yesterday at somewhere in Heredia while we were eating, and next thing we got a call that these same students, they mentioned their names, that they are looking for you. I said, me or who? They
Looking
said,
for you.
They made mention of Desire's name. He said they are looking for Desire, and we're like, looking for Desire for what reason? And guess what I heard? I heard that one follower am aligned.
Wow.
Boldness.
we were just laughing. We were laughing, and I was like, okay, let us go there. Let's see what they have to say. When I heard align, as a politician, I know alignment means settlement.
Yes.
But in a real sense,
But
they want to go and.
When it comes to in a game of toggery, alignment means let us treat the mess.
Yes.
So we were just confused because we don't know the thin line that differentiated the statement the guy made, whether it was positively or negatively, but we were very curious. We ran down there to see what was going on. Lo and behold, this was the statement the guy made. And I'll leave it for you guys to evaluate. This was what he said. He said, "Who among you now be desire?" I was about
That is already hostile from the beginning. Like, there's no way you say
I was about
There's nothing I like.
saying I was desire, but desire with speed said, "I am desire." When he said that, I was like,
confidence
"Oh."
and boldness.
Said, "I am desire." And next thing the guy said, "Deal with me." Now, please let us evaluate.
Anytime I hear that in that day with me, there's something that happens to my heart. You're just like, who?
I feel scared.
Because it's not, anytime someone says that, they're not saying it in a nice way. They're not saying, "Oh, come and walk with me, let's discuss something." Like, is come and hear what I want to tell you.
Who's this guy in the first place?
It's like,
Actually,
come and you've messed up. Come
Come
and
on, collect.
do you understand? Thank you. Something like
deal
that.
with me. And as a senior colleague to you, first of all, it was quite abnormal and highly disrespectful.
Extremely.
Like extreme. And the guy was like, "Make I deal with you." And me, because I'm someone who people already know I don't joke with those kind of things. And I was like, whatever you want to say can be said here. Say it here. And the guy was like, I think they were up to 4. And one of them said, "Who be this one self?" Somebody now say, nah, successful with that. He say, "I don't hear your matter, I go like know you."
Hey.
I said, "Hey,
Mr.
you go like
Popular.
know me." Say, "I go like know you," that kind of situation.
Hey.
It was passing across another message to me. Negative knowledge of me. That was what he wanted to know about me.
Hey.
And by the grace of God, I'm a Jesus baby. I'm from the kingdom of Zion.
Yo.
Oh, awesome material.
Actually, 100
Cocos Island,
yards.
Christmas Republic.
But
But you know something?
Okay.
It's actually very good that you said this thing here, because you know when stuff happens like that, especially among guys, where you just see this group of people that you don't know and they be like, "Day with me small, let me follow you out." Many people now, they will not have that confidence to be like, "Say what you want here now." Because of that, you don't know who these people are, what they have planned for you. You just follow them to this maybe secluded corner and stuff can now happen.
Unless you start chopping slaps.
It's good that you're saying it now, because people need to know that
that's
in public, at least for the most part, by the grace of God, we pray. You are nothing, not like they can't do anything, but it is not really wise of them to do stuff like that in public. So if as much as possible, keep it in public, keep it in the daylight before you go and collect something. You understand?
Okay, what I want to say is our parents don't know what we are doing in school.
They do not.
True.
But they don't even know some persons who are causing troubles. in
Mommy,
school.
sorry.
The only thing that we hear, so persons or so students were picked by securities. And before you know that, I'll be like, is this what you are doing in school? Is this there are several occasions where my parents will call me and be like, "Don't look for trouble." Even if someone is looking for your trouble, you know that you are not at fault. Try to, even if you are senior to them, apologize to them. So what I feel is that there are some persons, they have this ego. They'll be like, "Okay, nothing they do me, let me use it in that word." But to come to the reality of it, something they do you. One thing must kill a bird. Let me just be honest. One thing must kill a bird. No matter how proud you are, you must see something that will bring you down. So what I would say is, let's be careful in all our dealings, whether with students from the lower levels or students from the... I don't agree with the term that a junior student will go to a final year student hostel and start causing trouble. Like, even that alone self can even make the department to be like, and not just anyhow person, someone that is holding a position in school.
I think the guy in question, the 400 level student, is the Chief Justice of the Students' Union Government.
Just imagine, with that alone, and they want to take a drastic action against that particular student, causing reaction. And if the SUD should appeal, like a good appeal to the school, that student might be expelled.
Yes.
Because I've seen several. Yes. Because I've seen
from the house.
from the school. But
You
because
should
they don't
yell.
say, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't. Maybe that's why the student feels that he has control over his comrade. But you can never have control over your comrades. If a comrade said, I will bring you down, just forget, he will bring you down legally. You might be using illegal powers, but he will fight his way through
Yes.
legally.
And the funny part is that even if he's not the one directly that wants to take that action against you,
He has people, yes, he
have
knows
witnessed
people,
it. Even if he's
yes.
telling people, okay, you guys, it's okay with me. There are people that behind a man is probably a few other men as well.
Yes.
You don't know who you are
dealing
person-
with.
like, for example-
forget that he has a small he has a small body, but you don't know the kind of who's
like
behind
literally,
him.
for example, there was a time when I was having certain issues with someone, and because of people I was like friends with, or people that had my back, people that supported me, I did not know that day. I begged them, do not go and confront this guy. It was not a physical confrontation, it was all verbal, it was all like respectful, but I told them to not go and confront him, but they did, because they felt very offended that someone would speak to me and treat me in the manner that that person did. So anytime you're interacting with people, you need to understand you're not speaking to one person, you're speaking to a family.
And see, the funniest part here is that I think this evolution we always talk about is not just about the evolution of man. It's evolution of things in general. I remember when I came into University of Benin, then I was in 100 level. Once a junior is being summoned to either block F or block E, those the spaces occupied by the seniors,
Bad
just
women.
know you are either going there to go and buy pure water, either you are going there like as an errand boy,
Yes. Or you want to
or you are going there to be disciplined. Probably your roommates made a report of you that you are doing this, you are doing that. You are going there to be drilled. That was the formal and like previous style. But of recent, everything have changed. Every single thing have changed. I was so shocked when they said, in fact, what myself and my guys were discussing was that if a 200 level student could like go and meet a final year to like palm him on the chest, probably in the next generation or next session, they will call all the 400 level students out and tell them, everybody on the frog jump position.
No, because the see finish is a lot too.
Yes, it's
I'm one person that people know that, oh, I'm against bullying. Even yesterday when this thing was happening, I remember two people walked up to me, one from the theater department and one from fine arts, because they remember that night when they were about punishing some students who did some kind of things. Because they did not find out. Okay, let me just explain. Let me be detailed. Something happened of recent, I think a few weeks ago. Power banks were being stolen in a particular day in one particular block. 5 power banks.
5. That was crazy.
Very crazy.
Do you know the thing that's always saving me? Anytime these things are happening, I'm never in school.
That's the saving grace here. So mine here, they brought out so many students because they did not everybody actually, but because they don't know the actual thief. We were about drilling everybody, and not everybody is a thief. You have innocent people amongst them.
Like
so
me.
I was pleading, I was begging, please, can we not drill them? Can we not do this? Even one person that I think, I don't know what was the drag between the person and one other senior colleague. He got to the person shouting and yelling at him. I was even begging. Do you know what that same guy came to tell me today? He said, Shebi, now you they always beg for them. They never begin pour spit for your eye. When I heard that statement, I was like, Jesus. Jesus. So this brings, I feel like we just need what they call
Orientation.
an orientation program. An orientation program whereby all students within this campus should be called. It should not just be a secluded department. These departments with their OT. You give these departments are giving, okay, for example, the president of this department gives their students orientation, but the other department they lack orientation. It will still bring results to a clash. The department with orientation and the department without orientation will still clash.
Do you know that is why this is not even the reason why I've been encouraging people to do this, but it's actually something I've been thinking about now, in the sense that is why we encourage people to participate in extracurriculars. That way you can interact with people from higher levels and they can teach you these things. If the school is not going to do it, is these people that you are supposed to regard as your elder ones that are supposed to put you through. For example, now, because of some of the extracurricular activities I have, I'm able to interact with some people from higher levels. So when I'm operating, I'm not operating with what is happening now. I'm operating with the standard that was here before I came. So, for example, if I'm passing the final year block now, I have an understanding that this place wasn't always like this. And these people that are here experienced when it was a very different situation.
And they don't like you.
And I
as
don't want to be a
person.
scapegoat. So I'm very
Conscious.
thank you, when I enter spaces like that, because it's very easy for things to change from one side to another, and I don't want to be that turning point. People will be blaming me. Nelson Mandela, they're locking it now.
Okay,
they'll be blaming someone or two people.
I think this just makes me remember one story that happened of recent. No, it's not so recent. It happened, yeah. So basically, I was in 200 level then, 200 level first semester, and I happened to pass the block E, not even the block F. Block F is fully final years.
F for final year.
But the block E, there are some 300 level and still 400 level. And I was passing the block. I was just whistling. I was just passing. One guy just gave me should I call it, let me call it a friendly tap. But at then it was not friendly.
It was very...
Just, pow, on my neck. So you did disturb people. And me, because I know my rights, I was like, you could have told me without tapping me.
No, let me tell you again.
Repeat them again. And because I'm also bold, I was like, you could have told me without tapping me.
And Daniel had the spirit of
and
boldness.
he gave me another one.
Oh.
He told me, when he gave me another, I said, he said, go call your master where you want to go call. Go call that big man where they give you mine. Go call and call.
Okay.
I went to go and call a senior colleague. The senior colleague that I went to call, after they had this kind of interaction, he told me to still apologize and told me that no problem, do not beat me again. I was like, Jesus, just like that. This is to say that there's no how you can beat away the standard. It has been happening even before you were being given admission.
Yes.
Now that you are now here, the best you can do is to utilize what you've seen on ground, get wise from it. Like you said, there was one beautiful thing Nazan said. He said, due to the extracurricular activities he has been engaging with, he has had the platform to interact with various levels, most especially senior colleagues. And then they give him how things ought to have worked. Okay, how things have been. Things that he would have had zero knowledge about. They've exposed him to it. So I just feel we just need this orientation. We just need it. And I don't know if there's any message that can be passed across to younger levels who are thinking that, if this guy can do his own, if this guy can slap a senior, I can as well slap a senior. And nothing will happen.
That's like a mentality that might be brewing in some younger ones.
Exactly.
They might be seeing it as a sort of confidence booster. Okay, this person did this. Anybody that messes with me, I'll just stick close into my hand. And we don't want this place turning into a zoo. Actually.
Truly, I don't want this to sound as if I'm attacking or trying to critique a specific group of people, but just because you are carrying a Bluetooth speaker does not make you a bad boy. The first thing one of the things that shocked me the most coming to school, it wasn't even the nightlife or the vibes or even the classes or any of that. It didn't shock me. That wasn't what hit me. What hit me was that truly you are in a university and there are officials that are here to give a certain sense of structure, but these people are not omnipresent, they are not omnipotent. A lot of the time you have to fend for yourself, and if you go and bite the wrong tail or bite the wrong hand, they will bite you back. Honestly, it's not just because you can respond to everything someone says doesn't mean you should respond to everything. Majority of us unfortunately have to learn that the hard way, in the sense that it's not you don't know people. You're coming to a space, no matter how small you think your campus is, people are coming. Like, if you know your classmates, if you get to know them, you find out that you don't know up to 2% of their lives. You don't know who these people are. You don't know where they are coming from.
It's what they portray.
Yes.
What you are saying.
Exactly. Like, there's one friend of mine. I never knew that this guy father is an honorable member of this, what do they call it? This House of Assembly. The guy will just be doing like
someone that doesn't know anything.
It's just very normal. He's a normal guy. In fact, you even think he acts like a simp, sorry to say. Because with the way he's always nodding to everything. Okay. I was so shocked when I did my own search. I was like, wow. So now like this you be naive. Now imagine you provoking that person or you coming to slap that person. What do you think?
Lacuna.
That's very funny. So now for me, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not scared of senior colleagues now. I'm scared of the junior colleagues. Right now, I can boldly walk past block F, but I'm scared of walking past the junior colleagues block.
Because of what they have shown that they are.
Most especially since that one. Okay, did I make mention of the part whereby when he was threatening that guy, he said, "Deal with me and the rest." That guy was like, and I was like, "Say everything you want to say here." Do you know the next thing this guy did now? The guy was like, started using abusive words on him and meddling him to the extent that he said, "Ogun they kill you." In his term, Ogun they kill you.
Question: before this incident, these two people, did they know each other before?
They did not know themselves. It was that previous a day to yesterday. That was the first day when that clash happened in Nelson Mandela Hostel, and I think he had to like scold one person among them, and that was what brought this hostility among the person. That the other guy was like, "Oh, you shout for me now, Chibi, I'm coming today for you." And then all these things.
I'm
happened.
sorry to this person, oh. If you're listening, thank you for listening, and I'm sorry. Oh. But if I was the one that was beaten, guy, I'll be humble. If I was the one that the cast my mother said they beat me, chai, you guys not see me for a while. I'll go and hide somewhere.
Okay, what I want to say is we should all be careful in everything that we are dealing with. And what I feel is all these people that are causing troubles in hostel, for me, I prefer they should be reported to the school authorities. Maybe that way, according to VDN, you're gonna learn, and you learn what in the hard way.
In a very hard way.
If they don't learn in a very hard way, others will not learn, and others will be like, okay, since my friend can do this, that means I too can do more.
Looking at this issue, we were told that it was handed over to some authorities.
Okay.
And even with all this, you still have the boldness to still come back.
Yeah, the thing is that because of one thing that has been very common on our campus here, the thing here is that we just try to like handle matter with should I say with levity, because we see each other as family.
Okay.
So because we are a very small campus, so we just it's not be bad. It will not be good if they expel my brother here. So for that reason, let us just bury the issue. That's what has been bringing this tokenism. I don't know if that's the correct word. It has been bringing finish in our own term. So even that day, did I make mention of it that I was palmed on the chest too?
Okay. Wow.
You were?
I was also palmed on the chest.
Oh my God.
Now when he had already threatened that guy, said Ogun kill you, said now like this you be now, your body remain for house. No, I go catch you, hand go meet you. Those kind of statements, and it was about leaving. I said, no, Oga, they go anywhere.
Okay.
You cannot threaten with you and your group of friends came and threatened an individual and not to leave. I said, they go anywhere. Then the guy first dropped my hand down. I did the hand I used in holding him like this. First beat my hand down, and after beating my hand down, I think it was at that point authority was vexed and said, wait, do you know where you are? Do you know you are in an institution of learning?
Truly, some people tend to forget. Let me tell you now, it's very easy to forget. Once you miss a few classes, you're only in school, like really out at night. Sometimes you'll be as if, I'm just in a small community. You forget that you're in school.
And when he did that thing, authority was talking to him. He looked at that one and he eased. And amongst them was a former student of authority. Authority is a tutor. He taught that boy, one of the boys.
To show that he's way higher.
And now this guy eased and was still going. I was like, Oga, I say they go anywhere. Because I was a one-time aspirant for the position of mayor in Nelson Mandela House there. So I believe for me to have contested, that was because I had the interest of the people of that hostel. And now that it didn't get to me doesn't mean the interest has died. I still do have the interest of everybody at heart. So I was like, Oga, you cannot threaten an hostel like I want to go. Wait, and the guy palmed me for chest. He palmed me on my chest. I wanted to go, and that was what just escalated the matter.
Okay.
And we're like, we no go agree, we no go agree. So by the grace of God, the security came and intervened. And currently now the matter is still in the hands of the security. So we will still be sourcing for more information. And we are going to disseminate it to our audience. I believe our audience are still craving for more gist, more gossip. On today's episode of Campus Tatafo. Somebody say Campus Tatafo.
Campus Tatafo.
Such a very interesting
I
topic.
enjoyed this.
I myself too, I enjoyed it. I think this is the only platform where I could fully express myself. Just as you guys did too.
And you guys, please feel free to express yourself back to us in the comments, whether on our YouTube channel, on our WhatsApp channel, or on Spotify. Oh, this was so nice.
And remain on your toes, guys. More is coming.
True, more is coming. Our streaming platforms includes our YouTube channel, that is UNIBEN TV, and our Spotify account, which is UNIBEN Podcast. And lastly, guys, our WhatsApp channel is a very active page where we post memes, we post updates, and every other exciting topics. You understand, guys?
Followed, you are missing.
Actually, you are missing. You are missing. So once again, I remain your honorable host in person of Success Osajiri in Edwedian, and I have with me here
Joshua Gala,
Sinazam Ama,
Hello Motese.
Shalom, equal again.
I'm saying I trust God.
So for those of you who are just tuning in, or you are just listening to us, you didn't get to hear the full gist, please go back again and listen to it. Get informed, get updated. Stay premium, because UNIBEN Podcast is the home of premium updates. Thank you very much, guys. Love you. Bye.